got you in my sight. I keep all the words you said to me. I get you, get you, get you, get you on your knees. Rewrite all the things you said that I should be. I'll get you, get you, get you, now you'll beg me please. Hey.
Hey, fam, what's going on? It's a late night live. You know how I be. It's just a random thing. Hey, Miss Rubug, Jenny Murray, Frank, Surfer for the Sun, Sleuthy Goosey, good to see ya. She says, I have been busy, but so glad I didn't miss this before falling asleep. I will put you to sleep. That is a fact, Jack. I put myself to sleep. Hakuna Matata, hey, how are you? It's been a while. Good to see you. So we're gonna if you have been watching the crazy conspiracy theories about Michael Vaughan's case and what's gone on recently, I could never have been so damaging as just someone repeating what was said by the horse's mouth than what's going on in this case right now. And I also would have never, ever in my life assumed that police were goofy goobers and just chased uh, intellectually disabled folks and what they say versus, I don't know, maybe metadata. I don't know where they're getting their information from and trusting that source, but good Lord, help us all. I thought I had more trust in these folks because there's a little bit of information that no one else has. Ha ha. And yes, I say ha ha because it is a big deal what I have, and that is poo poo, police. Poo poo on you for this. I'm not going to say which one. Yeah, I am. It is Washington County, which connects back to FPD. Apparently, there is a admonished officer. Now, I don't know if it's this officer in particular that I'm going to be showing you the footage, the one that's in the footage of Stacey Wondra, but there's some fuckery afoot. I'll tell you that. So let's get into it. Let me pull up the footage of Stacey Wondra. We're not going to go through the whole thing, okay? But a good friend of mine did mention that Starkey, the neighbor to the left, if you're looking at their house, mentioned a few times, not that they were involved or anything, but he was just mentioned, okay? And if you don't know, he is definitely an RSO. And I don't have any sympathy when they get kind of outed in these things because it is what it is. However, this is important kind of to clear up some fuckery on Stacey's part, so let's just get into it. I'm going to jump into like 30 minutes of the
Stacey murdered him and buried him. Oh my God, dude, that is the most. Wow, man. That's definitely.
I mean, look, let's just keep it. Let's call a spade real quick. Let's call a spade a spade. First things first, since that just so happened to pop up. Do you see the interrogation tactic working in front of your eyes on a man with an IQ of 63? And that's confirmed. And also intermittent explosive disorder, fetal alcohol syndrome, which is lifelong effects of that, the intermittent explosive disorder. Not to make excuses for the behavior or for any of this. However, it's very easy if you look at all of the statistics. You look at every lawsuit where someone has false confessed, average 12 years that they have to sit in jail before they're exonerated. In recent times, 245 people were exonerated in 2020, ironically. A lot of those were intellectually stunted, disabled, or hindered individuals because they're very easy to manipulate. and control sometimes. So, anywho, this might be the case here. We don't know. But the interrogation tactic here is Sarah, Stacy, they get arrested in 2022, in the middle of 2022, and like from a month apart, and get caught having guns they shouldn't have, etc. And all of a sudden, they're under the gun. They have had his tracker from the truck that they were leasing from a company called Kim's Cars. I figured that out. They actually wrote a like a 5-star review of them, and they put it on the website. So it's actually like a picture of her, Stacy and Sarah going, "Thank you, Kim's Cars. We didn't know what we were going to do." This was like in early 2021 or mid 2020, something like that. So they took that tracker out of the car. The FBI is coming down after, taking the gun charge federal and says, "Where were you on this day?" And the interrogation begins, buddy. Everything goes to shit. So rolling through the next, 5 months, 6 months, you have an excavation. 6 months it took them. So there was a lot of game playing there and investigative tactics used, I'm sure. But I want you to keep this in mind, that there is a letter that was written during the interrogation tactic. It was shown to him in one of these days, close to the footage that you're seeing, that was written. And it wasn't really saying anyone did anything, but the capability based on this, that, and this, and that, and his past, and all of these things. So it was a character assassination to piss Stacy off, in my opinion. All right. Hey, shout out, Matthew. Yes, thank you so much. Hello, Anna. Good to see you, everyone. Hit that like button while you're here. Even if you hate my guts, at least, you know what? You don't have to like me, but you can like the content, because it's the truth. And it's with receipts. This is the weirdest thing ever. Why not just bring him into the house? Have him point while you dig. They were on a mission. They were in a rush. Okay. I guess. I don't know. I don't have the answers. But hey, Shay, safe place. So I did find out that he was definitely in SEG, where basically you only get out for an hour a day during this time. Now, this is all alleged. This is for entertainment purposes only. Don't come at me if you find out otherwise. I'm letting you know that at this point, what I'm saying is alleged from the horse's mouth, from the guy on the screen, Stacey Wandra, okay? But how are we going to dispute that? We're never going to see that interrogation footage unless, and maybe, it goes to trial and is admitted, because your girl Brandy Neal released it. Yeah, that's right. I'm sure everybody knows, but if you don't, she requested it in 2023, spring of 2023, right around the time that Sarah Wandra's failure to report a death charge was dropped. Yeah. So, yes, bitch, please, they found nothing. So, all right, there's a letter that was shown to this man, pretty much ragging him, dragging him, and smacking him around. Because, you have to think about this. There was people harassing her. Like I've said, we're going to pull up that report. I'm done with the fuck shit. We're going to go straight to the report, and it is what it is, okay? Because we're done playing with this crazy speculation, and I don't know why everyone's trying to cover their asses right now, saying, well, this newfound information, maybe we were not 100% correct. Yeah, I know, I told you. I'll correct it for you.
And you're going to find out as soon as... Yes, Detective Keller said she threw you right under the bus. No. When they came through the door with the search warrant, nobody even asked her any questions. She just flat out
Thank you, love.
She just flat out said Stacy did it all.
No, she said Stacy murdered him and buried him.
Oh my God, dude, that is.
He does look footless.
Oh, man. That's definitely not what I did. I didn't do any of that, and you're gonna find out as soon as you guys look.
You know that one meme, or no, it was a TikTok. That guy's like, I didn't do shit. I didn't do any of this. I'm done. That's what he sounds like.
Like I said, I wanted no part in that. None.
Is the duct tape still going to be over his mouth?
It should be.
Okay.
I didn't watch take them off.
Okay.
So
how do you know? How do you know that you saw something you said you didn't see? And of course, you know I asked, Stacey Wandra. Of course I did. And quote, I said whatever I had to do. I said whatever I had to say to get out of SEG. To get out of only coming out 1 hour a day, not being able to talk to anyone. He was cut off from Sarah. He was cut off from everybody. So Home Dude got the brilliant idea of doing this little stunt, but I'm going to tell you why and who he went to get to reach out, if you will, about having all of this newfound glory knowledge. All right.
Should have everything intact as it was.
How long? Give me an approximate time frame it took her to dig and bury.
I don't know. I'd say probably between a half hour to an hour-ish. I want to say. I mean, I think Adrian was helping her. If I'm right about that. Okay. I mean, Yep.
Sorry, I got so damn irritated hearing. I think Adrian helped and did. Sir, how do you know something so well but didn't see and wasn't really paying attention? And like, no, I'm sorry. There had to have been something in the conversation. And the lab, if you're watching or if you hear this, sir, of course there was a conversation before this. This isn't the interrogation. I don't know if you failed to realize this, sir. This is post confession. I've been saying it all day and all week. It's post confession. Do you see that phone in his hand? This personal cell phone of an officer? Right here. Might want to find out who that is. I'll tell you in a minute, but it's always good to kind of look at the details around you and not just what you think you see and what you think you know and what may look a certain way.
Where I pointed you, you could check the corner of the yard, like I said, Sarah, could have done something with it when I wasn't home, knowing that she knew that I had seen where she was digging, so maybe she just wanted to keep, try to, keep it as a confusion,
Well, that's a mouthful of coming out straight from his ass. I'm gonna tell you that. That's what that sounds like. It didn't even follow a track at all.
Pretty scandalous like that. So.
Yes, Detective Keller said she threw you right under the bus.
No.
Now listen to this coming up. Okay? Threw you right under the bus, Stacy. Threw you right under the bus because you know what she said? You murdered him. She said you did it. That's not what she said, is it?
When they came through the door with the search warrant, nobody even asked her any questions. She just flat out said it.
Sorry, I keep fucking around. So Walked in the door, didn't even say nothing. She just started singing like a canary. That's not true either, is it? That's not what the leaked probable cause says. Oh, and there's more on that. Bet. And I know it. So that's not what happened. She said, I never murdered anyone. And then she says, God Almighty told me just now Stacy was the one who did it. Meaning, I don't really know who the hell did it. Y'all keep saying it's one of us. But shit, now you're coming at me saying he confessed to it. He must have. He must have. God is giving me all of the knowledge now because I'm in a psychosis rampage in my mentals because, first of all, I'm schizophrenic off my meds. And secondly, it's shock. But apparently that is guilt in these YouTubers' minds. Y'all are off your damn rocker. That's what you have no idea. No idea. None of us do. Sure, they could be guilty, all of them. But this is not a confession of validity, and it's based in interrogation tactics, in my opinion, that are bullshit. Pitting each other against each other, trying to see who would squeal. And I'm not shaming police officers for doing that, but when you do that with nothing but maybe geofencing data, whatever, this is what you get. An excavation with nothing. That's what you get. And wasted time and emotions and yeah.
Said Stacy murdered him and buried him.
Oh my God, dude. That is the most... Wow, man. That's definitely not what I did. I didn't do any of that. And you're going to find out as soon as you guys locate him. Like I said, I wanted no part in that. None.
Is the duct tape still going to be over his mouth?
They should be.
Okay.
I didn't watch take them off.
Okay.
So you should have everything intact as it was.
How long, give me an approximate time frame it took her to dig and bury?
I don't know, I'd say probably between a half hour to an hour-ish. I want to say, I mean, I think Adrian was helping her if I'm right about that. I mean, Adrian's pretty, Brandon wasn't anywhere around that.
This is her car.
Yeah, what's on the side of it?
It says we accept.
So this is when they're in the house.
Yeah, what's on the other side, like the front, what does that say?
It says love, hope, faith, taxi ride for today.
Hey Stacy, where was the tricycle at?
On top, well, turn the camera around. It was sitting on the boxes right up there.
Okay.
There was...
Okay, I've been so waiting to show you the damn tricycle. I've been holding on to this for so long. And if you're listening, Tweezels, fuck you, I'm releasing it. I don't care anymore. I said what I said. I've had it. All right. This is Maher and Payette County Classifieds. January 12th, 2022. Carson Starkey, the neighbor. Remember, Michael went missing in July of 2021. This is January, so don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Look, he says a really nice 3-wheel Torquer bike, pretty much new. Tires, it's got a bill on the handlebars, it's Scott baskets, nice soft seat, fun to ride. Isn't that a red tricycle? You know, the one that allegedly was in the garage? Yeah, maybe that's where he got that from, potentially. I thought it was a scooter. I thought it was the scooter that they were looking for. What about a tricycle? Not really sure. I'm kind of confused. Fruitland?
they rearranged all the boxes, so it was literally closer to the trailer on the right side. No. That side of the trailer, but
My left.
yeah, your left, my right. But it was sitting.
Yes, ma'am.
They did a lot of rearranging in the garage.
All right.
Now, if that's not enough to convince you, oh, Eve, you're being an asshole. That is just a coinky dinky. There's plenty of bikes out there. There's millions of tricycles. Well, let me show you a few other things that Starkey has done, selling stuff. And sorry to blast you, Carson, but this is getting out of hand. I'm sure you might appreciate this. But I really don't care either way at this point. Carson Starkey's Facebook. Okay, here we go. So if you see here, this is the Wondrous driveway. This is the truck that Carson said in the JLR interview that it was given to him to sell for work or something like that. There was an exchange. Looks legit to me. Looks like he sold it. This was in March of 2021. Yeah, sold. 1978 Dodge D150. Okay, so obviously there's Brandon's van that he talked about. So they're close enough to be coming over and selling stuff for him and doing work and all that stuff. So, I mean, I don't think that they were close, but it wasn't like a big deal. This shit happened whenever I was growing up, where my neighbor would, and my dad would, barter with their cars because they were like the vintage car guys. Didn't know anything about them, but they would just do stuff like that. So there's that. I mean, it's not this wild speculation that you see in these cases. It's a nothing burger. And you have to ask yourself, what is he saying? And why is it important? And is it based in any kind of truth that you could prove? Not to us outsiders. Maybe law enforcement has more, but I don't think so.
So how long has she been in custody?
I'm not sure.
Is that why she wasn't answering the last couple nights?
No, I think last night was.
Her last night?
Yeah.
Oh, Shay Carson Starkey is the neighbor right next door to them. They did the sonar in their backyard to double check. And remember, in this video, Stacy says, or she could have put him in the neighbor's yard. I'm not sure. That's why they did that, just to verify. Remember, JD Huff says to eliminate all other possibilities. Well, sir, I don't see a possibility in the backyard of 1102 Red Wing either. There's no big dig holes from the images. And you could go and pay some big money to go get those satellite images from other companies. They're a bit pricey, but it will give you a little bit more detail. Look at the Chad Daybell case. There's options and there's ways. Oh, and by the way, Bob Vaughan already knew that there was no way to get this aerial footage of, Michael somewhere because he already checked into it early on. Well, okay. All right, then. That was odd to me, but okay. So obviously they didn't find anything in Carson's yard. They didn't have a warrant for the CUNA search at Brandon's mother's house. She let them there. She let them go in. Obviously he wasn't in there. So they got it from Stacy. And nothing has come of it.
But so question.
Yeah.
On out front or out back here.
Yeah.
trying to direct these guys. As you can see, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
They've had 3 cadaver dogs have all alerted to the backyard, but they're trying to narrow down the scent. And so any help you have.
Narrow down the scent? These are trained decomp dogs. Narrow down what scent? It should be right here, and that's it. Right here. You dug, you didn't find anything. What do you need to narrow down? Maybe it's because, let's say, what is the latest study from the government? 65% of scent dogs get it wrong. Or no, excuse me, 65% are accurate as a whole. Specifically decomp, not anything else. Decomp dogs. Okay. Erroneous.
So to be 1000% with you, where I've directed you is the last place that I knew. That's literally the place that he was buried. Where that dumpster is, or where that bucket is, right there is. I mean, that's in the area where I told you.
I will say, when he said dumpster, I went, sir, you got some word. I got some words for you. Right. But then I realized there was a dump truck. However, that is still something to think about. If anybody was going to do a conspiracy live where they know he's guilty because look at, quote, he's a fat boy, apparently from the lab. Ironic you're saying that, sir. And secondly, let's just say, I don't know, I am so lost as an example of guilt because it doesn't match up with anything. Nothing. But the dumpster slip, that would have been something to talk about. That one thing, maybe, but it still doesn't say shit.
I wasn't out there when she was burying him, correct? Completely.
Okay.
I just had noticed the general vicinity, which is where that bucket, that loader is. That's.
So we came out to this.
The fence.
See that mark on your fence?
Yeah.
We came.
Oh, and I forgot to mention they were dumping the dirt into one of those. It's not a dumpster, but it looks like one. So, kind of makes sense. Still, it is suspicious in my mind.
Came out to that point, and we went down. How far did you guys go down?
Oh, about 3 foot. Pretty good. Yeah, we're down about 3 foot. Pretty deep.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything. How close was he to the? It's like the box that was out there for sprinkler box. How close was he to the sprinkler box?
He was to the. Where's the sprinkler box at again?
It was in the.
He don't even know where his own damn sprinkler box is back there. Oh my lord.
Middle of the yard, about where the bucket is.
Oh yeah, it's not there anymore, huh?
No,
I mean, he wasn't. He was. I think he was a little bit closer in than the sprinkler. Where was it at? Right there.
Yeah, you can see it out there tomorrow.
Yeah. No, so it would have been a little closer in. Not like right on the edge of the fence, but.
okay.
I'm giving you the best I can, guys. Like lots. Sarah hasn't exactly been complete, with.
Yeah, can it? All right. So, let's see here. Oh yeah, those are my call logs. You're not privy to that though. That's my secret weapon. All right. We're going to get into this. This is every call made. And if I see that you didn't credit me, I'm coming for you. Absolutely. I will be coming for you. This was just a week before Michael went missing. You see that it is 1102 Red Wing Street. There was a call, abandoned vehicle. Ooh, abandoned vehicle. It must be someone guilty of something, right? Because they know the perps. Well, they did have lots of business ideas. However you think of them, or if you think that they're garbage, it doesn't matter. They did a lot of things. For instance, working on cars in their own driveway, mobile repair, if you will. They had a oil lube business that Stacy kind of fucked up. And Sarah tried to start her laundry business, but it didn't work out. She didn't even get started. Nobody really cared about people doing laundry. So this call says, on the 18th at 7:28, dispatched to their house. Sarah was in the driveway and they spoke. Let's see who, it was Sarah that called, and Tyler Hooten was the initial investigator. Blah, 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 blah. Sarah explained her business is a mobile mechanic business. They towed a green Volkswagen, which was parked in front of her house. Miss Sophie didn't want to pay, and they were like, you need to pay for the work that we've done. They didn't think that it was worthy of that amount, and they had a fit about it. So they were just basically, I'm not going to read this entire thing because you can do it yourself, but basically they wanted to get the vehicle tagged and towed because they weren't going to come and get it. She said Sophie purchased the parts needed, but when they began working on it, they realized they were the wrong parts. That's what it was. Sophie was difficult, but still owed them money. So blah, blah, blah. They wanted to tag and tow the car. I think they worked it out. Okay. Nothing nefarious at all. Happens in the United States all the time. People working on other people's stuff in their own house. That's how it is. No biggie, right? All right. Next. 7:26 now. Hold on to your butt cheeks, y'all. I'm going to step away for just a quick second. Like 10 seconds. Give me one moment.
Bag up, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse. Oh, Lord.
Sorry, I'm back. I accidentally hit my soundboard button, my bad, but I love Back It Up, Terry. Never gets old. Okay. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? 7:26, it was cleared, this report. It was made on the 24th. 3 whole days before Michael mysteriously vanished. Okay? On July 25th, at about 12:29 a.m., Fruitland police were advised by Payette County Dispatch to call Pizza Hut. Bum, bum, bum. Because, Brandon worked at Pizza Hut, so this must be nefarious, right? In regards of an incident that took place at 1102 Red Wing Street in Payette County, Idaho. The reporting party was Jaden Garcia. And on July 24th, this is what happened. At 12:29 a.m., Home Dude called or let Pizza Hut, the manager, know of an incident that took place. Dispatch advised that Jaden Garcia, whom is the pizza delivery for Pizza Hut, had delivered pizza at 1102 Red Wing Street. The dispatch said that the owner, Sarah Wandra, threatened to shoot him because the owner thought Jaden was trying to break into the home. That's a really late pizza, by the way. I didn't even know they delivered that late, but okay. I think they do, but wow. So I called Jaden. Jaden said he delivered the pizza and stated he did not ring the doorbell, but opened her screen door so that he could knock on her wooden door. Jaden said a female named Sarah opened the door very angry and told him to quit trying to break into her house. Jaden said he gave her the pizza she delivered and left. Jaden said as soon as he called his boss to let him know of the situation, Sarah called Pizza Hut to make a complaint about him. Jaden said she made a comment stating if somebody tries to break in her home, she will shoot them. Lord, Sarah, you is crazy, girl. Jaden said he simply wanted the incident documented and wanted me to speak to Sarah in regards of it. On July 25th at 4:35, I went over there. I knocked on the front door of the house. A female answered, and I asked for Sarah. This is kind of funny, and excuse me for laughing because I know this is a very serious case. Believe me, I do know that. But this is really funny to me. A female answered the door. I asked Sarah. She said it was her. I asked Sarah what had occurred. Sarah said she had ordered pizza from Pizza Hut, and the pizza delivery guy, Jaden, attempted to open her front door. Sarah said he's tried to do it before. Uh-oh. Jaden, what you doing? What are you doing, Jaden? Doing your job. I told Sarah that Jaden stated he opened her screen door, not her actual front door. I also asked Sarah if she threatened to shoot delivery people. I'm sorry, but I could just imagine that poor officer saying, is that what you do? Order pizza and you threaten to shoot them? And this is what she says. Sarah said she never threatened them, but made a comment to them about if people try and break into homes, people can get shot. Oh, Sarah. Mm-mm-mm. I told Sarah that her comment made Pizza Hut concerned. She said she would never shoot anyone for delivering pizza. Excuse me, I cleared with nothing further. Woof. This was a day. If this was cleared the day before. So they were very aware of the shenanigans, meaning police were very aware of the shenanigans that go on over at the Red Wing. And it's really nothing like really, really bad, except for the people they bring around them. You'll see that here in a minute. Miss Rebug, I want to know how people are saying they know the walking man is Brandon. I would really like to know that too. I really would like to know that. I mean, since people are willy-nilly putting out the post-interrogation revelations, I mean, maybe that's the same person that knows. I don't know. So, well, we definitely know that one of the walking men, and I'm not saying what they put out. I'm not saying that as a fact because I can't verify that. But we do know Tyler Vaughan walked behind the drainage ditch, or behind the splash pad into the drainage ditch by the Treasy area and over on Cornwall Way, which is where police were wanting information about. I'm not hinting at anything, so don't even come at me. That is just the facts. If you don't like that, sorry about it. Look, I'll show you. This is every single update that they put on Facebook, that most of them have been deleted, by the way. And when asked about why you be deleting things, they said because the new update is the most accurate information. And I believe that was Miss Sleuthy who got that information. But good sleuths will always get all the information before they can take it away. So here's 7:27 on the day. Let me go down to August 12th. That's a whole 2 weeks, which is 2.5 weeks, which is a very important date. So a lot of searches are still going on. All right. The ground searches continues with emphasis on the drainages near the area where Michael went missing. Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue teams with canines have been back in the area, searching locations on both sides of the Snake River. All right. Go up to the next day, or maybe the 14th or 16th. Yeah, 16th. No, I'm wrong. Hold on, sorry. Cornwall Way was of great importance at the beginning. And I don't know why they took it away. Or off of the Facebook. Maybe that's because a perp was watching. I don't know. Give me just a second. I'll find it. Yeah, you don't see these anymore. Okay. I would also like to extend my heartfelt appreciation to our friends and residents in the primary search area of Southwest 8th, Southwest 9th, Crestview, Hidden Meadows, and Three Rivers Way. Your patience with our investigation doesn't go unnoticed. We have been through your homes and in some instances several times. I truly appreciate your help. Wow. This morning, the search continued in the area below Southwest 8th, where some heavy foliage was removed and a specialized canine deployed. In the near future, we have a dive team scheduled to search ponds in the slough area, which they did, I think, twice. Our intensive search and rescue efforts will continue as long as we have resources available. To our local media, thank you for working with us. It's difficult to respond to every individual inquiry. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Let's look at. All right. I think it was not September or August. Yeah, here we go. What we do not have, this was August 24th. What we do not have yet are answers as to just what happened to Michael Tuesday evening. What we do have is continued commitment to finding those answers. They had no earthly idea what happened to this poor child. None. And they had footage. They had lots of footage at this point. Maybe not all of it, but they had a lot. So if they saw Stacy Wandra and the other suspects in the car by the stop sign, but they didn't see Michael at any point on the same camera they saw them in the truck pulled over, when did they take him? How did they take him? Why didn't anybody see it? There were people at the splash pad at the time. Prior to that time and after. So what are we missing? Is there secret footage that just has the damn crime on it? Doubtful. I think Stacy Wander trolled the ever-loving shit out of Fruitland PD. Even if there's involvement. I think that's what happened here. And there's some egg on the face. Especially releasing that footage that you just saw, because it did slap Fruitland in the face. No, I understand. A lot of people think she's fed up. She's fed up with these people, meaning the mother. And I get that. but it's got consequences. That footage being released has consequences to Michael's justice if, in fact, they are, in fact, involved. And that's the sad part. That's the real sad part. So going back to Stacy, I'm going to have to wrap it up. I'm so sorry, guys. I have a cold and my throat is killing me. I just wanted to clear up the tricycle because I just couldn't handle it. I just could not handle hearing about this damn tricycle. The officer that was allowing Stacy to use his phone, his personal phone, to go call the detectives. Well, I'm gonna break the news. I don't know if that officer was admonished for this. I don't know this. Or maybe I do, I don't know. I don't know yet about that. But that was the lead detective, Scott Crimmins' son. We'll call him Crimmins Jr. So let's pull him up real fast. And it's not to shame him. He might have thought, there's nothing wrong with this. And I don't really see a problem with it personally. But, you know, the leaked footage or whatever that was inadvertently given to a friend, right, of Brandy's on her behalf, which I do have a problem with that, in my personal opinion. That's a little weird. That's a little weird. I wouldn't want to see that. Knowing damn well that it's part of the investigation. Knowing damn well it's part of the case file. No matter if Sarah Wandra's charges were dropped around the same time. You couldn't hold on. For Michael's justice, just hold on, because allegedly there's stuff in the works, but I digress. I don't want to get too far into that. But
Obviously, being honest with you guys, and I'm trying to give you what I can.
that one.
Could it have been over in the corner?
That one right there?
Over
That's-
next to Starkey's fence?
It might be.
That's a huge conflict. Listen right here. And I'm not trying to put the young man on blast. He looks like a strapping young lad who just doing his job, and he probably doesn't even want to be there. But here's the problem. That whole, he reached out to the detectives bullshit that PNW is trying to feed everyone, and the lab and everybody that associates purple. You don't know shit. What I am telling you guys is that poor young man is now going to be blasted, if you will, for being the one that said, hey, Stacy, you know, if there's anything that you would like to tell, my dad works at the, he's a lead detective. If there's anything you want to talk to him about, just let me know and I'll help you out. Oh. And here's the thing. If that's not true, Stacy is fucked. If it is true, we have a problem. We have a problem, a conflicted problem. Because if you notice, J.D. Huff recently stated, we're not liable for what that video that came out. Basically saying, we, Payette County and the Payette County prosecutor, we are not liable, which only means one thing. Don't sue me, sue them for that video being leaked or released inadvertently. Not good. Video wasn't supposed to be out there. Boom. Whoops. Oh no. It somehow just slipped out of our system. And whoopsie daisy, it got into the wrong hands, or whatever you want to call it. Utter bullshit. And yes, I'm a little sassy, and I get this way from time to time because I have to hold in a lot of restraint when I'm seeing what I'm seeing on this poor boy's case. He deserves so much better, and has always deserved so much better than what he gets with these YouTubers. It's pathetic. All right, so let's scroll down. Is there a video? It'd be easier. I'm parched. I'm parched. Oh, yeah, that's not going to work. We'll go to, I love KITI or KIVI. KTVB is kind of biased, so I don't like to go there. We're just going to, yeah, we're going to have to read it. Damn. All right, quote, the video wasn't supposed to be out there. It was part of our case and should have remained in that case file. Did nobody tell the person that got the footage? I thought Clutch My Balls got it. Is that what the FOIA says? That Clutch My Balls got it? Or was it somebody working with Brandy that got it to that Clutch My Balls? I mean, Clutch My Pearls. Clutch Them Pearls. Excuse me. Maybe. No, she admitted that she left the videos out, but she did not admit to whom got it, who actually, a friend. Now, I know that the articles say Clutch Them Pearls, which is obviously Justin, but did nobody tell Home Dude when he got it to not release it? Because didn't they say Clutch Them Pearls say, oh, we were told that it was okay to have it, just not put it out. Bullshit. Who told you that? Obviously, JD Hub did not say, cool, fam. Remember this. The entire case went to the prosecutor in July of 2023, or was it? Shit, I'm going to have to check that. It was in 2023. And obviously, it was probably before July, so maybe April or May, right? When Sarah Wandra's charges were dropped, right? Right? So think about that date. And then she gets this footage through a third party. Okay? And then the grand jury comes in July of 2023 and nothing happens. Was it a move to go ahead and get that footage for a rainy day, knowing there was a grand jury indictment? Are you being told things you shouldn't? Are people getting information saying they're PIs and then telling what they shouldn't be telling to other people? I don't like it. That's a lot of game playing. And it shouldn't have to come from the mother of a missing child about to go through a liver transplant. Where is Tyler? Where is Bob? Where is people helping? Is anybody going to help this mother? Why would you release that in an open case? And it doesn't matter to get anybody talking. Do you think that there aren't other children missing and parents who want to release everything and have been waiting 10, 20 years, 10 plus years? It's not about getting them and forcing them to, you want them to force a confession that isn't real again? This is not okay. This is not how it works. Especially when I'm sitting here trying to help and I'm not the detective. You're not the detective and you shouldn't be doing this and that. Cool. I didn't even cover Michael's case for a very long time. But I already had Stacy in sight before he was ever named a suspect, just sleuthing the guy. I mean, it's only because the narrative was only one way and one way only. That's why it's okay. But it's not. I just feel like Brandy has always portrayed that their family is so close to law enforcement, so why would they keep that from them? I mean, it's okay to be close, I guess, but at the same time, you're not supposed to be told things, certain things. And she admitted that she is not told every single thing. And great, that's good. But this does not seem like one of those situations where she went to JD Huff and sat down and said, listen, I just want to keep this for my back pocket, or I want to watch this footage. I'm going to request it. Because obviously she says she lives basically at the Fruitland PD and that they're very close and that they work arm in arm. But he found out about it. JD Huff found out about it a year ago. Let's keep reading.
Huff had hoped it would never have been released to the public, and says he is unsure whether or how its release could impact the case. However, he said, it will not change the course of their investigation. The plan is to keep pressing forward. Huff said information continues to come in all the time through findmichael@fruitland.org email tip line, Crime Stopper, and phone calls. In fact, it is taking up such a significant amount of time that he pulled in 2 more investigators at Fruitland Police Department to assist us with the influx of information we're receiving. We did a massive ground search just 3 weeks ago with dogs. The Ada County dive team and multiple agencies assisted us in that, he said, but noted it hadn't turned up anything. And I have future searches planned. Some of what slows us down is weather. Every day we're working on this, he said, adding he was still extremely hopeful to get the case moving.
He said one concern is over the pace of prosecution. We need to see some movement, but remained positive. I think that's going to happen. Well, not fast enough, apparently. Another thing that I wanted to point out is that the chief said that the sheriff's office mistakenly released that body cam footage in a public record request and was saddened by the fact that Michael's family had received a copy of it. He was saddened by the fact that Michael's family had received a copy of it. He said Fruitland police found out about that after it was released last spring. So what could JD have done if he knew it was part of the case file, but it's too late? It's too late. But he knew that she had it. Did she want to see what she was going to do with it? Was he expecting that this was possibly going to happen? Maybe. I think he was waiting because he could have totally said something. And that makes sense that Just My Balls called and said, hey, is this okay if I have it? Right? Or Clutch My Balls. Sorry. That's his nickname. I don't give a fuck. And they said, yeah, just don't release it. Have it, don't release it. And then eventually it got released. Well, that was stupid. That was a dumb decision. If it wasn't supposed to be out there, it shouldn't have been released. Who did it? Was it a oopsies? Doubtful. Was there friends in the little Washington County Department? Probably. Was it part of the admonition of the being reprimanded that Crimmins son? I don't know. It wasn't supposed to happen though. Yeah. I guess laws are different for some people over there. Are they paying each other for copies? I don't get it. No. I don't think so. I mean, you have to pay. Yeah, he did know about it. Purple Hearts. Eve, I posted a link to the most updated release in your comments. If you can read it, you'll be mind blown. What? A link? I don't click links, but I think it might be hidden. Because links are verboten. So just let me know what it is. I researched this case till 5 a.m. I'm so heartbroken over this case. It weighs on me. Yeah. I mean, I spoke to a lovely woman today in relation to one of the 4 suspects. All right. And, you know, a lot of people are harassing these family members around the suspects hardcore. And when I mean harass, every day nonstop. And it's not okay to do that. It's not okay to do that to anyone. It's not okay to do it to the family. And when I mean harass, that means calling them. I don't call anyone to harass them. I don't message them. Never have. My First Amendment right to speak on my platform, not harassment at all. Only mods can post links in chat. Thank you. I thought so. I don't click on links though, because I know the type of people around Michael Vaughan's case. They cray. I don't do that. Shay says, probably the same way I got private conversations. Someone recorded it and it got passed around. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I see what you're saying now. Yeah. That's just how it works. Well, that's all I've got for tonight. There's a lot coming. I'm just a busy bee. That's all. I've got records coming that I think will clear up a lot of these situations. And we'll go over the rest of these little bad boys. It's just getting late for me. But oh yeah, nothing really came of this whole shooting the pizza delivery guy or threatening to. She said she would never shoot anyone for delivering pizza. That's my new saying. You would never shoot anyone for delivering pizza. So she thinks Home Dude was trying to break into her home. And I wonder if she had, first of all, no idea that there was pizza being delivered. I don't think so. I think somebody else ordered it. And I think Home Dude was a friend of one of these people. That's something I got to find out. So Jaden, if you're out there, clear your name. Because everybody about to come after you, not me, because I don't do that. That's some crazy people over in Idaho. The next one is a doozy. We'll have to wait for that one. It's just too much. So if you don't think I do my research and do my due diligence, you've got it all wrong, honey. Because I got it all. And if I don't have it, I tell you. But that's where we're at. I think that there's a lot of creators who support big channels and people that do big things in cases. Sometimes it's okay to just be wrong. It's okay. Especially when you're outed for it. It's okay to be wrong. Purple Hearts, they admit in the press, no human remains were ever found at any digs or dog searches in the name of the PD that the case has been passed on to, right? Yeah. No human remains. You know what they JD have said to the reporter from KTVB? Have you found anything so far? Nothing but utility lines. Ouch. Do you know how bad I feel though? I really do feel bad for the investigators who went all that way, excavated the entire backyard, worked tirelessly. I know that must hurt. Like, I know that must be a slap in the face to be told this information only to become mistaken. Now, they still believe he's in the backyard. or excuse me, that he was in the backyard buried and then moved. But if you say otherwise, that opens up a really big can of legal worms, doesn't it? To have to admit you got it may be wrong. So it's just go ahead and say, we do believe this. But I think it's wrong. He has a right, JD Huff has a right to believe whatever he wants to, circumstantial or not. But are you going to just think that way forever and that's just going to skirt the lawsuit avenue? I don't know. I don't think so. You're going to have to make a move on that. All right. I'm going to head off and skedaddle. Thank you so much, every single 21 viewers of you. Thank you for being here with me this late. Oh, there's more to come. Do not think this is it. It is not over. There's more to go. Much love, everyone. Remember, you don't shoot delivery people for delivering pizza. Potentially, though, if they knock on your door trying to get in. Have a great night, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you for being with me while doing live streams. It means a lot to me. You are appreciated. See you on next live. Take care and spend your energy wisely. See you on next live. Take care and spend your energy wisely.